Let's talk about something you think you know. Something that's been in your kitchen at every celebration and in your tea or coffee for your entire life. Sugar. What if I told you that much of what you've been taught about aging gracefully, the lotions, the low-fat diets, the gentle walks, misses the biggest piece of the puzzle? What if the single most powerful lever you can pull to protect your joints, your memory, and your energy isn't in the pharmacy, but in your pantry? You've been misled, not by malice, but by decades of outdated advice and clever food marketing that pointed a finger at fat, while sugar slipped in the back door. The truth is, excess sugar acts like a silent accelerator for the aging process. But here's the empowering part. You can put the brakes on, starting today. We're not talking about a life of bland deprivation. We're talking about smart, science-backed knowledge. In the next few minutes, we'll count down the top 5 ways sugar is secretly undermining your health after 60. More importantly, for each one, I'll give you a simple, powerful swap you can make immediately. This is you versus them. You versus the myths that have held your health hostage. Let's get you back in control. Let's start with number 5. Number 5. The truth in the mirror. How sugar etches wrinkles from the inside out. We spend billions on creams and serums to manage the outside. But the most significant aging of your skin is happening from the inside. Here's the science, in plain speech. When you have excess sugar in your bloodstream, those sugar molecules act like tiny, sticky bullies. They hunt for proteins and fats to latch onto. Your skin's 2 most precious proteins are collagen, which gives it firmness, and elastin, which gives it bounce. When sugar latches onto these proteins, it triggers a destructive process called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs for short. It's a fitting acronym. These AGEs are nasty. They make your flexible, healthy collagen and elastin fibers become stiff, brittle, and discolored. Think of a brand new flexible rubber band. Now imagine dipping it in sugar water and leaving it in the sun for a month. It becomes dry, cracked, and weak. That is what's happening to the support structure of your skin. It's not just about wrinkles. It's about a loss of radiance and that supple glow of healthy tissue. Don't just take my word for it. A foundational study in the British Journal of Dermatology confirmed that this sticky sugar process, glycation, is a direct cause of how skin ages. And a follow-up study was even more blunt. It found that people with higher blood sugar levels were consistently perceived as being significantly older than they actually were. Your empowering swap, the cookie for the crunch. That mid-afternoon biscuit or cookie is a concentrated AGE delivery system. Swap it for a small handful of walnuts or almonds. Why? Nuts are packed with healthy fats, fiber, and protein. They don't spike your blood sugar. In fact, they help stabilize it. They also contain antioxidants and vitamin E, which actively fight oxidative stress. Another driver of skin aging. It's a simple trade that starves the wrinkle-making process and feeds your skin's defense system. Number 4. The 3 p.m. crash culprit. Unmasking the energy thief in your kitchen. Do you ever feel a wave of fatigue hit you in the afternoon? That sudden, heavy-limbed feeling that makes you want to nap even if you slept well? For years, we've just called this getting older. That's a myth. Often, it's a blood sugar roller coaster, and you didn't even know you bought a ticket. When you eat something high in sugar or refined carbohydrates, like white bread, a pastry, or even some breakfast cereals marketed as healthy, your body gets a massive, rapid flood of glucose. Your pancreas then shouts code red and pumps out a surge of insulin to wrestle that sugar out of your blood and into your cells. The problem is, it often overcorrects. It pulls too much sugar out, causing your blood glucose to plummet. This is the crash. It's a state called reactive hypoglycemia. Your brain, which runs on glucose, is suddenly starved for fuel. The result? Fatigue, irritability, brain fog, and even more cravings for sugar to get your energy back up. It's a vicious cycle. It's like trying to power a finely tuned clock with jolts of lightning. You get a frantic burst, then a burnout. A 2021 systematic review published in Frontiers in Clinical Diabetes and Healthcare concluded that glucose variability is closely linked with reduced energy levels and worsened mood, even among non-diabetics. Your empowering swap, the naked carb rule. Here's your new mantra. Never let a carbohydrate go out alone. If you're going to have a carbohydrate, like a cracker, an apple, or a piece of toast, you must dress it with a protein or a healthy fat. That piece of toast needs a smear of avocado or almond butter. Those apple slices need a side of cheese or a few nuts. That cracker needs a slice of turkey or a dollop of hummus. Protein and fat slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. There's no spike, so there's no crash. You get a gentle, rolling hill of energy, not a terrifying cliff dive. This one change can transform your afternoons. Watch your energy climb tomorrow by trying this today. Number 3. Joint sabotage, the hidden link between your sweet tooth and morning stiffness. If you wake up with stiff, aching joints, you probably blame the weather, an old injury, or simply your age. But what if the source of that fire is on your plate? Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the master drivers of aging. It's implicated in almost every age-related disease, from heart disease to arthritis. And sugar is inflammation's favorite fuel. When you consume a high-sugar meal or a sugary drink, it triggers a cascade of inflammatory messengers in your body called cytokines. Think of sugar as throwing gasoline on the tiny, smoldering embers of inflammation that might already be in your joints. A 2014 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women who drank 1 or more sugar-sweetened sodas per day had a 63% increased risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis compared to those who drank none. The link was strong and direct. Sugar stokes the fire of inflammation. Your empowering swap, the soda for the spice. That can of soda, that glass of sweet tea, or that fruit juice from concentrate is a liquid inflammation balm. Your mission is to swap it for a beverage that fights inflammation. Brew yourself a cup of green tea or a caffeine-free herbal tea with turmeric, ginger, or cinnamon. These spices aren't just for flavor. They are potent, natural anti-inflammatories. Ginger and turmeric, for example, have been shown in studies to inhibit the same inflammatory pathways as some NSAID medications, but without the side effects. You're not just removing the bad guy. You're inviting a superhero into your system. Number 2. The strength sapper. How sugar secretly weakens your muscles. We need to talk about sarcopenia. It's a fancy word for the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. It's why opening a jar gets harder, why stairs feel like a mountain, and why our balance can falter. We've been told it's inevitable. It is not. Strong muscles are your metabolic engine. They are your armor against falls. They are your fountain of youth. And sugar is their enemy. Here's how. Remember how high sugar levels make your body pump out insulin? Over time, if this happens too often, your cells, especially your muscle cells, start to ignore the signal. This is called insulin resistance. Insulin is also a key signal for muscle protein synthesis. It's the hormone that tells your muscles to take the protein you eat and use it to repair and build. When your muscles become resistant to insulin, it's like they've become deaf to the command to grow stronger. The delivery trucks full of protein building blocks are circling, but the worksite gates are closed. A 2016 review in Current Opinion in Clinical Nutrition and Metabolic Care outlined how insulin resistance accelerates muscle wasting in older adults, reinforcing the idea that controlling blood sugar is essential to maintaining strength. Your empowering swap, the 2-minute Greek yogurt trick. Many of us reach for a low-fat, fruit-on-the-bottom yogurt, thinking it's a health food. But these are often loaded with more sugar than a candy bar. Your swap is to buy plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. It has double the protein and far less sugar. Then, take 2 minutes and stir in your own flavor. A handful of berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, or a few chopped nuts. This simple act puts you in control. You get a high-protein, low-sugar powerhouse that provides the building blocks your muscles need without creating the insulin resistance that locks them out. And that brings us to the number one way sugar ages you. This is the most important one. This is about protecting the essence of who you are. Number 1. The memory thief. Protecting your brain from sugar's fog. Brain fog. Forgetting a name. Losing your train of thought. These are some of the most feared aspects of getting older. We've been told this is just cognitive decline. But science is now showing us that for many, it's a direct result of a diet that has been sabotaging the brain for decades. Your brain is an energy hog, consuming about 20% of your body's calories. But it's incredibly sensitive. The same things that damage your skin, joints, and muscles do catastrophic damage to your brain. First, the inflammation. The inflammatory cytokines released by high-sugar diets cross the blood-brain barrier, creating chronic inflammation in the brain itself. Think of it as a low-level, smoldering fire that damages neurons and their connections. Second, sugar reduces a miraculous molecule called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps you grow new neurons, form new memories, and keep your existing brain wiring sharp and fast. A review published in Nutritional Neuroscience found that berry flavonoids, particularly in blueberries and strawberries, can protect brain function and promote BDNF production. The evidence is mounting. A large community study published in Alzheimer's and Dementia found that people who regularly consumed sugary beverages had lower brain volume and worse memory scores before any clinical diagnosis was made. Your empowering swap, the Berry Shield. Your most powerful move to protect your mind is to swap that nightly bowl of ice cream, that piece of cake, or those after-dinner cookies for a bowl of mixed berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Why? Berries are low in sugar, but packed with potent antioxidants called flavonoids. These flavonoids are like a specialized fire department for your brain. They cross the blood-brain barrier, quench inflammation, and have been shown to actively boost BDNF production. You're not just avoiding the damage. You are actively giving your brain the tools it needs to heal, rebuild, and stay sharp. It's a delicious act of self-defense for your mind. The science bridge. So what's the common thread here? From your skin to your brain, the enemy isn't a birthday. It's a biological process. The villains are glycation, which stiffens our tissues, and inflammation, which sets our bodies on fire. And the underlying trigger for both is blood sugar chaos. What do all our empowering swaps share? They stabilize your blood sugar, deliver powerful anti-inflammatory nutrients, and put you firmly back in the driver's seat of your own health journey. Your recap: we've unmasked sugar not just as empty calories, but as an active saboteur of your skin, your energy, your joints, your strength, and your sharp mind. We've seen how it creates stiff, aged skin and robs you of your afternoon vitality. We've connected it to painful inflammation and the quiet erosion of your precious muscle mass. Most importantly, we've laid out a simple, actionable blueprint to defend your brain. The power isn't in grim deprivation. It's in smart, delicious swaps that build you up. Your challenge now, it's your turn. Knowledge is only powerful when it becomes action. I challenge you to pick just one of these swaps to try this week. Will it be the Berry Shield to protect your brain tonight? The naked carb rule to reclaim your afternoon energy tomorrow? Or the 2-minute Greek yogurt trick for breakfast? Drop a comment below and tell us which one you're going to try first. Your commitment could be the spark that inspires someone else reading this to make a change too. And if you found this information valuable, please give this video a like and share it with a friend who deserves to have this knowledge. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the science of aging gracefully. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, keep moving,